Hey guys, and welcome to another game between two wonderful players, this time a best of three between none other than Classic and Dark. Two very wonderful players. And we can see our Zerg already starting up on the gas before the spawning pool has even started. I mean, not started, before it's even finished. And we can just see some nice little probe micro here being super duper annoying. Now, just FYI, this occurs in the same tournament as the last video. It's Pigsty 5.0, and this occurs in the group stage. So, best of three to see where they'll be placed in the lower brackets or upper bracket. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And let's just check over here. We got a little Overlord Scout scouting in here, just observing this little base out here, chrono boosting and adept out. Very normal looking. Got both of our gases and a Stargate on the way. Woo, Stargate. Oh, Ling's chasing this guy. Oh, he's doing his best to deny, but Dark gets it down anyways. Gets the third down. And the Lings decide to let this guy go. Very kind of them. And here comes the Adept on the way to start the harass. Metabolic boost. About halfway done. Now Dark has very interesting playstyles. Whenever I watch him, he just seems to always have some very interesting stuff. Although I saw some very interesting stuff from Cyril in the last series too. So I feel like maybe you never really know what we're gonna see. And of course, Oracle gonna be coming across. Probably not going all the way in there with just one adept. A little bit spurious, but there are two of them now, so I guess you'd never know, but it looks to be prepared for by Dark. The Ling's just chasing that guy down. Here we go, Oracle coming all the way across. Gonna try and see what kind of damage Classic can do to keep the Zerg suppressed. Oh my god, and I didn't really notice this, but very fast third, before 4 minutes even. This guy getting repelled, already knocked down on his shields and taking a little bit of damage. Spore crawlers on the way. This is so fast. This is really great. I really like when players do these like slightly more aggressive kind of things, like either macro or actually aggressive. Twilight Council. And then we got two of these guys. Two of these guys can just, I mean, literally plow through Zergs. There we go. You can kind of see it in action. Wow, nice micro by Dark, but still two more going down. I think that's a total of just two. Actually, I thought it was four, but just two. And then Adepts running out here. Lings. Even a little group of Lings being produced. 10 Lings just to help deal with these guys. Migrating. I love the little spore collar. I love how they walk. They're so cute. A little bit scary for Adepts and to observers. Or no, not observers. Whatever these guys are. Oracles. Spore collars with their little boost. Dang, oh my god, 5. Wow, just tanks it in 5 damage. And then Adepts dropping in here. Looks like, nope, not gonna do it. I think that's a good idea. Not quite ready for that yet. Not the numbers. And we got Overlord Speed, Pneumatized Carapace on the way, and Blink on the way as well. Added on a lot of extra gateways and a forge. A lot of Lings. What's this? Oh my god, Dropper Lords. Whoa, with queens in it. 4, 5, 6 queens coming across the map. Dark kind of coming up from all sides. Ling's down here. Ling's up here. and queen dropper lords. Wow. Oh my god. Dropping right into the Protoss natural. And getting a surround on these guys. They look to be in a tough spot, but they've got a nice... They've covered a lot of the area with this SimCity. So a little tough to actually get a full wraparound. Queens, I mean Overlords, dropping creep. Oh, there we go. Ling's getting a nice surround. Blink now done. The queens just do so much damage, especially combined with the lings. Going ahead and putting down some creep tumors. Classic, responding to this quite appropriately. And it looks like it's mostly just queens. Oh no! Very nice decision there, putting them inside of the dropper lords, but eventually realizing that not gonna get away, dropping them down. Lings coming back in. I love this creep spread on this side of the map. Looks like Classic has been defending very well. Now we've got an Evo Chamber on the way for the Zerg. And a Hydralisk Den on the way. But this is a pretty big army to deal with. 67 workers for Classic. 53 for Dark. I mean, that's certainly a very commanding lead for our Protoss. There are 5 bases though, so if we can get enough Hydralisks out and we can pull a clutch defense, maybe we can stay in this. But it'll always be hard because you're just producing army currently when you'd prefer to be producing drones to catch up. Now that's a lot of queens. Just the queen army over here with a few Hydralisks. So many Blink Stalkers. There we go, GG from Dark. And that's game 1 for Classic. Alright. We find ourselves on Whispers of Gold. A great hold by Classic, taking an early point against Dark in this best of 3. Super duper important. And a great hold. I mean, just like great. I mean, it was a very surprising kind of build from Dark. You know, Dark's just always up to something, always doing something weird. And I mean, that's just why I love Dark. And actually, where's this drone going? Going all the way across the map. Definitely talking about Dark being a little bit unique. And there you go. I wonder... Oh, Classic trying to see down there. Maybe scouted it early. Oh, looks like... Oh, and putting a hatch down here. Probes being pulled. Actually starting to DPS on this hatchery. Zealot being chrono boosted out. Looks like there was a pause that had to occur. Pylon coming down here. Just to block that. Forcing the Zerg, I guess, to get his other base over here. Spawning pool on the way. Gas also on the way. So that's a spawning pool before hatch even. Once again blocking it. Nice job by Classic. Hatchery having to be cancelled. Oh no. I feel like I thought the hatch was important. Or maybe the hatch was just to deny the Protoss from being able to put the base down when they wanted. Maybe a little bit of mind games, or maybe a little bit of backup strategy because things didn't quite work out the way that they were intended. Classic did get that early scout. Surely this is going to make this whole thing a little bit more difficult for our Zerg, a little bit unorthodox, but I mean, if there's a player that knows unorthodox, I'm sure it's Dark. So let's see what we're gonna have. Adept already coming across the map. Nexus did get put down. And this drone just truly scouting out like they're a Protoss or something like that. Just running around, making sure they have a great picture of what exactly the Protoss is up to. Probably not going to run up in here considering the Ling position. Yep, And we got our 3 bases. Very wonderful. Stargate on the way. Obviously scouted by our little pathing drone. I love that. 2 adepts. Once again, Ling's in a good position to manage. Speed? 2/3 of the way done. Little drone migration. They want to get over to that 3rd base, but these adepts being just a little bit annoying. Or actually, maybe they're just going to stay here. I'm not so sure. Oh, it looks like the saturation was already full, so just letting these guys mine long distance. Endlings. Running over here, seeing if anything can be done. Just making sure everything's super normal for my Protoss player. Another gateway. On the way. 2 spore crawlers. And here's that first oracle. Crazy enough, but it seems like this game's going to turn into a regular kind of game. 38 to 39, super equal worker counts. This oracle just deciding, no, not quite yet. Maybe waiting for his brother or sister, oracle, to help out. And we saw last time how much damage they could do, even flying over a spore crawler. Got a gross little, gross little, what do you call it, layer coming up. And here we go. Queens in position, damaging these guys, and also a spore crawler. That's a lot of damage coming down. Ooh, almost catching the snipe on one of these guys. Actually, both of them getting very low. 3rd base coming up for our Protoss. 5 minutes, actually a little bit late, but I mean everything's a little bit delayed, so timings are going to be just all thrown off for all of these players. Honestly, to me, seems pretty fast considering the situation. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gas. Going to be mining a lot of gas. And I wonder what that's going to be for. Oh, little stasis. Pulling the drones away. And here comes some adepts. Dark. Just showing a lot of great micro, in my opinion, in both of these games so far. Just so much micro. Just like the spore crawler guys. Just being prepared with the Lings in the main base to stop these adepts. Just everything like that, you know. Spore crawler guys. I mean like the micro with the spore crawlers to save them from the oracles in the first game. Just great all around. And here we go. Hydralisks being built already. And +1 missiles. Nice. For 5, 6 gateways. That's actually quite a bit of gateways. And we see Blink coming up. So I think we're going to see another just Blink Stalker heavy kind of thing. Just like in that other one. Oh, I feel like tough luck making this happen. Yep, exactly. Losing 1 Oracle. A little bit unfortunate for Classic, but not even close to the end of the world. Also, workers still very equal. What is going on over here? Just creeping up a base. Push across for our Protoss player. Being scouted by Dark. Lots of Hydralisks already here. No upgrades for either player besides just Blink, Metabolic Speed, and Hydra Speed. Missile 1 though will be finishing up quite soon. Ah, run! Nice stasis ward. so many Hydralisks. I give it to these guys. Maybe until Blink comes out. Oh, and we're already working on Storm. And Charge. Ooh. Definitely gonna deny this base. Great job. Don't want the Protoss getting a 5th. So much going on, it's hard to fit on the camera. 2 armies fighting at once. Wow. So many Hydralisks. Kind of just swarming the Protoss. There's not very many left of our little Blink Stalkers. And it's hard to imagine that killing them as they spawn, and it's hard to imagine that you're going to get up to Archons when you're not even able to defend your bases. 18 GG. Dark, taking a game from Classic. During that last game, I just wanted to point out so much damage was being done by these Lings. Simultaneously while both of those fights were going on, clearing out this entire mineral line for Dark. I mean, just amazing. Like, winning that entire fight and also killing the natural. Great job by Dark. Alright, and here we are in the final game in this best of 3. 1-1. Making it a bit spicy. So far, 2 very short games. Both players playing very well. This probe just trying to be annoying. Are we going to see any more drone shenanigans? It looks like that's a yes. Dark, always up to something, it seems. Especially, maybe in the group stages, but maybe that's just how Dark is now against Protoss. I don't really know. I do know that some Zergs have been having issues with Protoss. Ooh, not gonna be able to get that down. Just trying to get it down anywhere now. Oh, not quite getting it down. Multiple probes being pulled to deal with this guy. Already getting quite low and getting the Nexus down for the Protoss. This drone isn't done yet. Is he gonna put it up here by chance? That'd be kind of crazy. Or is he probably just gonna scout around again? And we did get our expansion and spawning pool. Spawning pool finishing up very soon. Just gonna be running this guy around. Seeing what's up. What is up? Their base coming down. Very nice. Two gas for our Protoss. Makes sense. I'm just scouting this guy, running him back and forth. Just trying to see what the Zerg's up to, if they're gonna do any more shenanigans. Starport, on the way. Of course, already scouted. I guess that's the one benefit of having a drone here, is you just get so much free scouting. You know exactly what you're going up against. No, poor guy. Oh well. Speed, on the way. And pulled off of the gas. Taking out this rock. I have a feeling we're gonna see Blink again. Just a feeling. Both adepts already here. See if they go into the main base. And they do this time. Dark is here. Not the greatest position on these guys. Actually trying to even escape, getting a little bit of a surround with the drones. And killing both of them. But 5 drones go down in that entire melee. Is that worth it? It's kind of hard to say. Lings. Running across. especially as soon as speed started. I'd like it if they came over here, but this Oracle already prepared for a little Ling run by. Mostly just a scout. Another Oracle on the way. Here we go. Some of our buildings coming down. Twilight Council and a gateway. And another gateway. Maybe a forge? Or there's already a forge, maybe? I don't know if Protoss works. Oracle's coming across the map, getting intercepted by these queens. Taking quite a bit of damage there. Wow, they look so cool. They're kind of crazy. How do they work? Still 3 bases for Zerg. Very equal in worker counts. 44 to 44. Somehow, Dark has been making these builds work. Not actually getting any of those like really nice worker leads or anything like that. Just being super duper annoying and weird. Roach Warren, this of course has been scouted. It's like 4 adepts on their way all the way across the map. And spicy. We have some glaives coming up. Good to see what they can do mixed in with these oracles. Now, the one time I saw glaives, I think it was max packs, and they did a lot of damage, and they actually took out Cyril. Very strong, but unless you have a ton of them, just like we see here, I think this mini might be enough to actually get something done. Now we know what we're up against. Runaway queens. Oh, there's just so many, and they can be anywhere. It's like, how do you kind of deal with that? Nice transfuse coming down. Jumping into the natural. Oh, and Dark even having walled it off. Getting destroyed by Classic. Classic now in the natural. A little bit of a dangerous spot. Can definitely get surrounded on. Decides to jump into the main. And of course, there's still 4 little guys down here. And nice stasis wards at the same time. This is scary. Dark somehow holding on. 7 drones. 8 drones going down in the meantime. These guys just attacking the extractor. Holding the ramp. Getting kind of picked away. 10 drones going down. I wonder where they're going. Looks like they're just gonna not let that work. Sniping the spawning pool. Very frustrating for the Zerg. GG. And that's the game. For Classic. Classic winning the series. Now, a little bit of a frustrating result for our Zerg, but a great result for Classic. And I think it seems like it came down to Dark doing these very odd strategies. I'm used to seeing a lot more like macro strategies, but I wonder how much of this comes down to this patch and the Zerg Protoss interaction, or maybe just Dark just decided to do this. It's kind of hard to tell. I don't know Dark super well. I've only just gotten into watching these pro replays recently, but yeah, either way, a great game by Classic. Classic just very prepared for all these shenanigans, pulling probes right on time, making sure that none of this kind of stuff that can occur. And I think that's why we saw the win. Just a very sound, structured approach from Classic. And Dark shenanigans sadly just did not work out this time. And so thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little short series.